I want my name to be up with them. Like when you talk about Usain Bolt, I want you to talk about Parth Singh, maybe. When you talk about Noah Lyles, when you talk about LeBron James, I want you to talk about Parth Singh. That's my goal. That's what I want to do when I grow up. I don't want to introduce myself when I go into a room when I grow up. I want them to introduce me, if you know what I mean.
A young track and field sensation, 18-year-old Parth Singh made headlines at the recently concluded Junior Athletics National Championships, not only for his incredible performance, but also because of his unique story of nationality and belonging. Born in Jharkhand and raised in Chinese Taipei from the age of 6, Parth spent most of his life thousands of kilometers away from home. Yet, when it came to choosing the flag he wanted to compete under, his heart was set on India. Amid speculations over his nationality, Parth firmly clarifies that he holds an Indian passport and has not given up his citizenship.
India should, talk with TPE, with Taipei to, change it up. Because I think, it makes quite some confusions with the people who are not familiar with my story. They just think like, oh, I have dual nationality, and I'm playing for here, I'm playing for there, getting like profit from both sides, but it's not like that. I'm still in India. I don't have a Taipei passport, because India can only have one passport. Even if I love this place is my home, I cannot really abandon my nation where I was born in, my motherland. So that's one thing to clarify about, because I am Indian from the heart and I have my Indian nationality with me. About World Athletics, the site, the website, I don't really know about that, because they just put me as Chinese Taipei, I think, because I compete here. So they just put it their flag with my name in it. So I think that was a mistake from them too, but I think it's not to really make a big deal about, because I'm going to be competing for India. That's already confirmed next year in the under-20 World Championships and Asian Championships. Going for big hopefully Diamond League in the future, blah blah blah, Commonwealth Games, a lot of things I'm working forward to. So all of those I'm going to represent India.
Despite living and training in Taipei, Parth travelled to Bhubaneswar to participate in the Indian meet, representing his home state of Jharkhand. His dedication paid off. He stormed to gold in the 100-meter sprint event with a personal best of 10.51 seconds and followed it up with a record-breaking jump of 7.82 meters in the long jump event, setting a new meet record and qualifying for next year's Under-20 World Championships.
At that time, my long jump was really at a good, I still jumped really good distances, but when I got to India, I didn't know what got to me. I think I got nervous, and then I didn't do quite well. It was not a good experience, but I learned quite a lot from my journey to India. And this time I executed what I learned from the last experiences, and you can see the results. Everybody only sees you when you really shine bright.
But Parth's story is about more than just medals. It's about identity, pride, and a deep desire to make India visible in global track and field. He dreams of representing the tricolour at the Under-20 World Championships and one day at the Olympics. Parth envisions himself on the world stage, drawing inspiration from sprint legends like Noah Lyles and Usain Bolt. Yet, his mission runs deeper.
My mentality has changed. A switch has been turned on. The me who I was in 1 month earlier. My switch has completely changed. I have a bigger goal, and I know what I can do. I am going to do everything that is needed for me, getting onto that podium in America. Usain Bolt, he's a legend. He's like a god in the track and field world. He's overcome so many problems, and so many guys has told him oh, he can't do anything. He had a few injuries, and then everybody was doubting him. Oh, he cannot do it again. And he proved them all every time. As it's the same for Noah Lyles. Everybody told him oh, he's cocky, he's arrogant, he's just words. But he proved them with his gold medal in Paris, and he is proving them with his 200s too. So I think, for me, it's a really good role model for me, because sometimes a lot of people doubt me too, oh, he's just like this, he can do more. But that keeps me motivated. And not only in track, I think in basketball too. There's a guy called Stephen Curry. He is the greatest point guard of all time. Like he, he is one of, you can call, goats in basketball. Like and he writes like, "I can do all things" in his shoes every time, and I have copied that from him. So that's why I write, "I can do all things" on my shoes too. I've written them on my spikes and on my training shoes too, because he's an inspiration for me. Because he didn't come from a really wealthy family, but he grew into a really fine gentleman and a really good basketball player, getting his family up. He's a really these guys are some players that I really look up to, and I want to be with them. Like, I want my name to be up with them. Like, when you talk about Usain Bolt, I want you to talk about Parth Singh. Maybe when you talk about Noah Lyles, when you talk about LeBron James, I want you to talk about Parth Singh. That's my goal. That's what I want to do when I grow up. I don't want to introduce myself when I go into a room when I grow up. I want them to introduce me, if you know what I mean.
For Parth Singh, this journey isn't just about breaking records. It's about breaking ground for India in a sport still waiting for its moment of global recognition.